I promise, and we are going to watch it. It's Elden Lean, okay? Not Elden Ring anymore, okay?
Hey people. Sseth here. The following is highly experimental and may come off as disjointed or schizophrenic. I don't care. Elden Ring, the newest hot release by Hideo Miyazaki of Ghibli Studios, famous for classic animations such as Howl's Moving Mausoleum and My Invader Totoro. From Software have really outdone themselves, as this game features not one, but 2 crustaceans, possibly more. Unfortunately, I haven't unlocked the ability to swim, so I cannot confirm or deny that. The game begins, and I make my character. His name, some boo-boo. His class, naturally, is wretched. I did originally consider prisoner, but I chose not to. I take the key as my starting item, and live to regret it after I get immediate access to a side dungeon and get run over repeatedly by a speeding train. I chose instead to go the other way. After camping a few times, Melina comes by and offers me an accord. I turn it down because I think it's funny. I then proceed to kill Morgott and Godric before I realize I haven't leveled up. How was I supposed... Wait,
wasn't he using like 5 summons? God damn!
To know I had to say yes. Miyazaki, just because I'm offered the ability to talk to a woman doesn't mean I'm going to take it. I think that's a symptom of bad design. Conversely, I fell for the oldest trick in a book, the warm embrace of a woman's lap, only to find out 100 hours later it's actually a debuff. What did they mean by this?
Based. Yeah, actually that's very true. Yeah, I never thought about that.
So I'll have to consult a 40-minute lore video to figure out the true symbology behind this item description. I tell you, passive storytelling at its very best, especially when half the characters either disappear, die, or start T-posing during your playthrough. This might bother people who believe there's a story, which is the equivalent of finding a bunch of random notes and thinking to yourself, damn, that book was wild. Halo's plot is crazy. Have you not read all the secret terminals? On the bright side, Dark Souls lore channels now have a steady source of bread for the next 4 years.
That's the best thing. It's like being an Elden Ring content creator. Now you have, like, because nobody understands what the fuck is happening in most of the lore. So they can go and just say whatever, right? It's like, yeah, well, I'm going to make another 30-minute video explaining this because nobody fucking knows what's going on.
Assure you, you'll know every side character better than your own family. I don't remember which war Granddad was fighting, but I do know Patches. I know that, canonically, he is circumcised. Honestly, I don't judge. I still get to have my wife Ronnie. What I'm criticizing is the involvement of this fat fuck. Celebrated offer, helping to weave the narrative experience? Okay, let's see what this dude wrote. Sunset found her squatting in the grass, groaning. Every stool was looser than the one before and smelled fouler. By the time the moon came up, she was shitting brown water. The more she drank, the more she shat. But the more she shat, the thirstier she grew. And her thirst sent her crawling to the stream to suck up more water. I rest my case. J.R.R. Martin is the greatest author who has ever lived. He has also never finished his books. And so...
Oh my god. What the fuck, man? That's so scary. Is that the loathsome dung eater? Is that it? Now we know where he came from.
Fittingly, From Software has embodied the spirit of J.R.R. Martin by never finishing a single quest line. Elden Ring is an ambitious platformer, and if you disagree, you haven't played the game, because half this game is jumping with a head start, or falling into a hole, into a canyon, into the place you originally wanted to, but accidentally jumped before doing so, adding an extra foot to the height of your fall, which turned it into a lethal descent. There's nothing I love more than jumping awkwardly off rooftops, but how do we spice it up? Archers. You love archers.
I hated this place so much. This was the worst area in the fucking game, man. Especially because, like, it's not like it wasn't enough for them to just have one archer. No, they had to have multiple archers. And it wasn't enough for the archers to just shoot one arrow. No, they had to shoot multiple arrows. Holy fuck, man.
They're on every roof, and they've got tracking. And guess what? The sewer levels are back. And this time, they're essential to the plot. Yeah, I'm thinking game of the year. Calling them out in your game, Torrent. Absolute genius. So, anybody Googling Elden Ring Torrent gets a bunch of horse pictures instead. I can't wait and...
Oh my... Bro, like, that's fucking brilliant. I'm just speechless. Holy fuck.
Till Elden Ring 2 features the popular and beloved character Codex de Nuvo Pre-Cracked No Virus. But why are we here?
Oh, dude, Oh wait, I gotta take another screenshot.
We're here for the difficulty because we're hardcore gamers. Take it from me. I've already beaten the final boss, John Elden Ring, so I can give a few pointers. Have you ever used a weapon, armor, fast travel, potions, or opened the world map? And
Once
I'm sorry
or twice.
to say, but you're playing the game wrong. This game is meant to be played level 1 as a wretch using a single club.
I've actually heard about this on my playthrough. Yeah, I've heard about this a lot.
Grades. If you disagree, I'll call you a casual. If you ever hear someone talking like this, take pity on them, because this behavior is characteristic of someone who stacks no paper and gets no bitches. This game isn't hard, not because it's not hard, but because video games fundamentally aren't hard. You know what's hard? The circumstances of life, getting a degree, having a stable family, being born with a baby arm. You're born and one arm develops normally into an adult arm, but the other is this stunted mini child arm, which stops growing at like 3 years of age. So you're this freakish monstrosity. You'll be known around town as Baby Arm Man, and the only job you'll ever have is baby arm stock photo, because it's harder for them to get a kid to pose for that. It's a lot more convenient to have a malformed monstrosity on standby. Furthermore, I genuinely...
Okay, I'm gonna subscribe. Like, yeah, I'm gonna subscribe. That's, okay. Yeah, that's impressive. That was just, wow. You never watched it? I've watched it, I just never subbed to the channel. That's what it is. Yeah, I know this guy, but like, I haven't seen his videos for a long time. Holy fuck. Okay, oh, this is the Ubisoft release.
genuinely believe that pattern recognition is a form of cheating. Your Homo sapiens brain is literally destroying the difficulty of the experience by compensatory adaptation. I hope that people consider this in the future and later learn to recognize that the truest From Software experience would be a lobotomite run, where prior to playing, we perform a frontal lobotomy and sever your prefrontal cortex. Sometimes the only option you have to preserve the purity of your experience is brain damage. Multiplayer enhances the experience. Sometimes you'll see white phantoms briefly appear. These are players from other worlds going through their own journey. Once, I saw a white phantom appear, teabagging a dead NPC. In this moment, I knew I was playing a masterpiece. Messages and appraisal are exactly how Reddit users believe karma works. You upvote, and you get actual physical nourishment from the karma. Oh look, a message on the floor. Maybe someone out there will tell me something useful. Then you open it and read it.
Tri-finger butthole.
See, dog butthole, closely followed by Fortnite. According to a true story, once upon a time, Miyazaki's car broke down in the middle of a road. This was during winter, so no help was to be found, when suddenly 3 strangers appeared out of nowhere, sucked him off, and left without even saying a word. And that's how Miyazaki got the inspiration for Souls multiplayer. Gameplay, flawless, stunning, effervescent. Just like Bloodborne was a complex allegory for sexually transmitted HIV, Elden Ring is a rich synesthesia between seeing Swampland and remembering Blighttown, or hearing Leyendell long after you've left the capital, because my ears are still ringing from the sound of those fucking trumpets.
That was really fucking annoying. I will give you that. That was so fucking annoying. I hated those. Oh my god.
Actual, real critique. No jokes, no giggles. I think every boss should have a stake of America outside the boss room. Generally, this is true, but sometimes I gotta walk. And traditionally, I do not consider cardio as part of a boss fight. Now, the walks are more generous than any other Souls game, but
yeah, I think they're generally better too. I hate runbacks to bosses. They're fucking annoying. It's like, it's insult to injury. You already lost. Like, what do you have to, what we have to do this again?
Because somebody chose to take a smaller shit in my rice doesn't change the fact that it's still there. Inside my bowl, steaming up my Tupperware. I would also have originally said that the death screen is quite long, but then I realized it's working as intended. You see, when you die in PvP, you have no option but to watch helplessly as someone spams point down and repeatedly defiles your dead body.
My complaints are pretty mild.
If, like me, you didn't realize Vigor has a non-linear scaling, it would have helped immensely to know that going 10 to 20 makes makes no tangible difference, but 20 to 40 is all the difference between taking a blow and getting one-tapped by most of a game. I wish I knew that at the start. Luckily, this game is very...
Bro, how would you... Alright, you should have known that, bro. Like, you should have known that shit. Like, 100%, dude. What do you mean? Absolutely.
generous with its ability to reroll your character. If you're still paranoid, you can back up your save at no risk. I've done this more than 100 times without issue and recommend you do the same, because despite what anybody says, there's a million ways to brick your save. I've done it, I can reproduce it, it's still there. Also, easy anti-cheat is a very good anti-cheat because it's very easy to turn off. My friend may have done exactly that, and more. Tell me, Seth, was he punished? Is he banned? No, some of the later fights have interesting hitboxes. Not like I care. I cheesed through that shit. This game makes you realize the greatest companion...
I actually think the hitboxes were fine. I did. I thought the hitboxes were totally okay. There was no bad stuff or anything with the hitboxes at all. And, yeah, it was totally good. Like, there was, like, a couple of them that were bad. Like, I didn't like the Moina fight, but not because hitboxes. Remember back. I was going to do this, like... Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, boys. Let's jerk off, clean, wash hands. Yeah, of course I'll wash my hands. Why would I not wash my hands, dude? I got a clean dick. Why would I never wash my hands? Look, here's the thing. Is like the hitboxes, I think hitboxes were fine.
You'll ever have is yourself. So why not make a copy? Lore. Before continuing, we have to stop and talk about the best character in the game. Dung Eater. Loathsome. Dung Eater. Ferocious. Feaster of feces. Devious. Doo-doo devourer. Dung Eater consumes excrement. Feces. Shit, even. Nihilistic. And with a wicked sense of humor, his greatest desire is to eat the poo-poo. And of course, murder you and defile your dead body. I think there's a lot we can learn from Dung Eater, but as a society, we're not yet ready for that conversation.
I hope
builds. Not. There's many builds. Strength is terrible until you realize you can power stance through the entire game and block everything else with barricade shield for 0 stamina. Going strength and...
So, let's talk about that. That is called a, that is a legitimate strategy, okay? Before, listen, no. You guys want to fucking pull this shit on me? Watch this. Just a minute. Like, I'm gonna pull this shit up, and y'all are not gonna want to see this. Like, you're not gonna want to see this, but here it is. Get ready. Let me see this real quick, and I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna show you guys some bullshit, okay? Like, look at this. I was watching Mitch yesterday. Watch this. Watch this. Watch. Ready? Ready? Okay. All right, yo, guys, strength, boys, yo, strength is overpowered, right?
All right, here we go.
Oh my God, strength is
Become
so
a wizard, Harry.
Strength is so OP, it's so broken. Oh my God.
All right, this is it. Put this down. Drink this. Ah! Oh! Oh! Why one-shot it? What? What? Oh my God!
Okay.
Good shit.
I never want to hear about how I'm overpowered again. I never want to fucking hear it. Never.
Fortunately, puts you at the highest risk group for naming yourself the Black Swordsman and cosplaying as your favorite slice of life anime. If I see you doing this, I'll summon you intentionally so I can kick you from my world. Dexterity. Do you enjoy katanas? How about double katanas, each one longer than the last, using realistic, historically accurate sword techniques from feudal-era Japan? What about epic PvP compilations? Say no more. Get a river of blood today. Intelligence. Some would say a great deal of their enjoyment comes from learning the moveset of every boss. A rhythmic dance between sword, swipe, and parry. A lethal symphony. Silenced only by death. Others.
That's a good way to do it. I didn't think about. I actually just fought that boss on my own, but I could have just let them jump off the edge. Well, shit, that's way easier.
Disagree. I'm confident that if you ask any player running sorcery what's their favorite boss, they'll recoil in surprise and say, I don't know any. I just sit at the back and spam Azure Comet. Faith incantations are very good. Abusing the animation of Catch Flame to cast them instantaneously is even better. And before you say it, I know It's working exactly as intended. You know what else is intended? This. Also, this. And this. My greatest enjoyment of this game, beyond the exploration, the richness of the graphics, and the scale of the world they made, has been abusing every mechanic I possibly can before it—
See, that's the real fun. Is the cheating is the fun part. Playing the game authentically, that's boring. It's all about the cheating. That's the real good stuff.
Gets patched out, and so inevitably I have taken to abusing other players. You might call them humans. I call them people who use Moonveil unironically, and thus I feel no remorse for any of my actions. In summary, Elden Ring attracts many different responses. Some fillet the long shaft of FromSoft endlessly. Others hate it because of their own incompetence. Walking manifestations of a Dunning-Kruger effect, these people believe that failure is not their own and somehow inflicted upon them by the universe. You can't be bad at video games, as video games are merely a subject matter. No, that is a deficit in your cognitive ability, something that likely plagues you.
There's a lot of people that make excuses for why they suck at the game. Like, for me, if I'm, like, usually whenever I fuck up, it's always on me. It's always my fault. No, I never do. I never do. I always say it's because I suck. It's because I'm getting anxious or, like, I'm making a mistake. It's not the game's fault. It's not because the game is bad. It's because I'm bad. Like, go back and watch it. That's what it is. The bird, I hate the bird. Yes, you're right. I do hate the bird. Like, that's true. That's one boss. Okay, guys? There's one boss. Yeah, that's
every aspect of your life. In summary, if you're bad at video games, you're bad at life. You've got a smooth brain and a low IQ. Your fate is to be a grunt in the New World Order. And then there's others, like me, who are quietly waking up to the fact that maybe we should have never dropped those bombs to begin with. I guess what I'm trying to say is Elden Scrolls 10 out of 10 garbage. I love it. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. If you're interested in some merchant multiplayer, password FUGHUNT goes in all fields. First 52 of 8 get a 15% off their first month of FUGHunters.com, the official sponsor of this video. And now, allow me to conclude this presentation with some calming visuals. Rest assured, most of the things seen here can no longer be afflicted on another human being. A warm thanks to the many members of a Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
That was a pretty good review of Elden Ring. I feel like that really, you know, it covered all the important parts, talked about all the things that matter. So he's just killing people in one hit. Damn. One-shot magic. That's right. Oh my fucking god. Carrying retaliation. Any thoughts on the story? I haven't looked into it at all. Dude, it's just like, oh my god, like that. Is that a kiss of death or something? Internet historian. All right, we'll watch that, but I want to get some gaming in. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we'll watch the Internet Historian one, then because I want to do Argos today. I have to do Argos today. Okay, go Argos. Yeah, we're gonna do Argos today for sure. I'm ready for it.
Well, it's time to be fearing this, because if I keep hearing this, I'ma have no other choice but to leave your whole fam hearingless. Yeah, that's how really real it is. I care about my pockets.
It's funny as fuck for me to watch this and just see like how much broken dumb shit there is in the game. And like nobody even gives a shit about it. It's just fucking funny. That's about it. Argos Phase 3 is easy. Oh no, it's a joke, bro. Like it's a joke. Lost Ark VR. I'll watch that after the Internet Historian one, okay? Since it's a really short video. Yeah, I'll watch that one after. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at it. All right. You guys see what's going on, all right? We finished enough of it. Here, let me link the video right here, okay, guys? Yeah, there we fucking go, man. And so much dumb shit. Yeah. I got it. After the credits, wait. Yeah. Give me 1 sec. Check ending. Okay, all right. We'll watch it. It's only 1 minute left, right? I mean, who gives a shit? Yeah, it's only 1 minute left. It's not a big deal.
Gonna sit around and do nothing?
Okay.
There's fucking monsters out there, man.
Damn.
Somebody's gotta.
Yo, he just got fucking destroyed.
You can keep your justice, man.
Wait,
I
he's
got my
just.
justice right here.
Oh my god.
Gotta get the dough. Gotta get the cash. Gotta get the dough. Gotta get the cash. Gotta get the dough. Gotta get the price. Just say so. Gotta get the cash. Gotta get the dough. Gotta get the cash. Gotta get the dough.
Man, that guy sucks.
Gotta get the dough.
Jesus.
I won't say no.
Is this that you're the average greatsword user in Elden Ring?
You're a madman. All right.
Jesus.
Yep, that's all.
That guy
I needed,
hates his
baby.
fucking life. Guaranteed, that guy hates his fucking life.
Hideo Miyazaki at 3 a.m. Hello? 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 Hideo
不用
Miyazaki?
气这话，不用气这话，我的表情，要大家到气这边的，never call that drama again，不用。
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, yeah, there it is. I would pretty much expect that. That sounds about right.
Hey, people.
Yeah.
Seth here.
So
The
Japanese,
following
I
is
have no idea if it is or not, right? This shit was fucking funny, man. I like this video a lot. Chinese. Yeah, sure. It's just a joke, bro. It's just a joke. Yeah, I don't know how to speak any of those languages at all. All right, let's see here. In fact, it's ruined. This game has discovered the preset downline. It could be here with us right now. Sorry, Seth, I don't recognize games that aren't older than 50% of your audience. Yeah, this Seth is the one that did the review for Dwarf Fortress, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that he's Dwarf Fortress, isn't he? Yeah, all right.